Good afternoon. This is All India Radio, and I'm Tanvi Taneja with the Midday News. The headlines. President Ram Nath Kovind to address the nation on the eve of Independence Day this evening. President's police medals for distinguished services announced. In Jammu and Kashmir, 2 Pakistani soldiers killed by security forces along the line of control in Tangadhar sector of Kupawada district. Madras High Court orders handing over of all cases filed on Tuticorin protests to CBI. Met Department warns of heavy rain in Odisha during the next 48 hours. Monsoon expected to become more active across the country this week. And wholesale inflation eases to 5.09% in July on account of cheaper food articles. The nation will celebrate its 72nd Independence Day tomorrow. The main function will be held in New Delhi, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi will unfurl the tricolour and address the nation from the ramparts of the historic Red Fort in the morning. On the eve of the Independence Day, President Ram Nath Kovind will address the nation today. The address will be broadcast from 7 p.m. on the entire national network of All India Radio and on all channels of Doordarshan in Hindi, followed by the English version. All India Radio will broadcast the regional language versions of the address from 8 p.m. onwards on its respective regional networks. On Doordarshan, the telecast of the address in Hindi and English will be followed by regional language versions by regional channels. National capital Delhi has been turned into a fortress with a multi-layered security system for the Independence Day celebrations. To keep a check on suspicious activities, more than 70,000 security personnel have been deployed across the city. The area around the Red Fort has been declared as a no-kite flying zone and has been covered with high-definition CCTV cameras. Unmanned aerial vehicles and unmanned aircraft systems, including drones, have been completely banned in Delhi. Special weapons and tactics SWAT teams of the Delhi police have been deployed at vital locations in the city for anti-terror measures. For the first time, an all-women SWAT team comprising 36 commandos will be part of the security arrangements. The Delhi Traffic Police has issued an advisory for commuters. It said roads will be closed from 5 to 9 tomorrow morning at Netaji Subhash Marg, Lothian Road, SP Mukherjee Marg and Chandni Chowk Road, Nishad Raj Marg and Esplanade Road and its link road. Prasar Bharati has tied up with Google and YouTube to telecast the Independence Day program live online tomorrow. Prasar Bharati CEO Shashi Shekhar Vempati told media that the tie-up has been done as part of the efforts to increase their digital presence.
This year we've tied up with Google and YouTube to make it even bigger. So we will have the live stream of the speech from Red Fort available on the Google search page. Now what that helps you do is that anyone who's looking for anything on Independence Day on Google homepage will see the live stream window right there on the top. So this just makes the stream available to a large audience both in India and across the world.
Mr. Vempati informed that once the Prime Minister's speech ends at the Red Fort, AIR will transmit translation of the Prime Minister's speech in regional languages.
So this is something that we will be attempting this year in a big way, that once the PM speech ends in Red Fort, the All India Radio network across the country will translate it into various regional languages, and then subsequently later in the day they will air it on their local stations across various states. And what this does is that it gives again the PM's message delivered locally in a linguistic manner that various parts of India can understand and relate to. And so this is something that the All India Radio's network will, with its wide reach of languages and regions.
942 personnel have been awarded police medals on the occasion of the Independence Day this year. President's Police Medal for Gallantry has been awarded to 2 personnel. Police Medal for Gallantry has been awarded to 177 personnel. President's Police Medal for Distinguished Service to 88 personnel and Police Medal for Meritorious Service have been given to 675 personnel. Both the President's Police Medal for Gallantry have been awarded posthumously to CRPF Head Constable Mohammad Tafel and CRPF Constable Sharifuddin Ganai. Indian Army killed 2 Pakistani soldiers along the line of control in Tangadhar sector of Kupawada district in Jammu and Kashmir last night. Defence spokesman said Army avenged the killing of a soldier, Pushpendra Singh of Mathura in Uttar Pradesh, who was killed in an encounter with armed infiltrators in Tangadhar sector yesterday. He said last night's action was in retaliation to unprovoked ceasefire violations and repeated attempts to facilitate infiltration by Pakistani Army in Tangadhar sector. IGP Jammu SD Singh Jambal said that Indian forces will defeat Pakistani design to push infiltrators into India.
पाकिस्तान के किसी भी इरादे का किसी भी तरीके से अगर वो आतंकवादियों को इस तरह पुश करेंगे हम उनका मुंह तोड़ जवाब देंगे और हमने हर किस्म की कोशिश की है। मुझे पूरा यकीन है कि हम किसी भी स्थिति में पाकिस्तान के इस डिजाइन को हम डिफीट करेंगे।
Meanwhile, Pakistani troops again violated ceasefire by targeting Indian Army posts with small arms along the LOC in Tangadhar sector early this morning. The intermittent exchange of fire continued when reports last came in. The soldiers manning these posts gave a befitting reply to the fire. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Madurai bench of the Madras High Court has ordered the cases filed on the Tuticorin protests to be handed over to the CBI. A total of 15 cases which were filed on the issue were heard by the High Court bench comprising of Justice C.T. Selvam and Justice Bashir Ahmed today. The High Court raised questions as to how and who had issued the shooting order on the protesters, including the use of latest guns by the police personnel. The court cancelled the charges on 6 people who were booked under the NSA after the Tuticorin protests. The deputy leader of opposition in the Tamil Nadu Assembly and a senior leader of the party, Durai Murugan, said that the party's working president, Stalin, would soon become the leader of the party. Speaking at today's emergency executive meet, he said Stalin had imbibed all the dynamic qualities of Karunanidhi and was a capable leader to head the party. Addressing the workers, working President M.K. Stalin exhorted the party workers to stand together and keep up the ideals of the late leader Karunanidhi. Today's meeting, which was attended by the members and special invitees of the party, condoled the death of the DMK patriarch. Met Department has warned of heavy rain in Odisha during the next 48 hours. It said almost all parts of the state may receive rainfall for the next 2 days. More from our correspondent.
The Meteorological Center Bhubaneswar has warned that heavy rainfall may occur at many places over state during next 48 hours. Almost all parts of the state may receive continuous rainfall for next 2 days. Very heavy rainfall may occur in 13 coastal and interior districts in state. Fishermen are advised to not to venture into sea till 16th August. Sudhanshu Dora for AIR from Bhubaneswar.
In Uttar Pradesh, many areas are still reeling under floods. Incessant rain has claimed 14 more lives in last 36 hours and the death toll reached 238 in the season. Here's a report by our Lucknow correspondent.
Many parts of the state are witnessing heavy to mild rainfall today also, forcing local administration to close the educational institutions at few places. In Pilibhit district, release of water from Nanak Sagar Barrage in Deohar River and from Banbasa Barrage in Sharda River flooded many parts of city apart from submerging crops under several hectares. In Basti district, scores of people have taken shelter on embankment on Ghagra as the river has engulfed their villages. State Relief Commissioner Sanjay Kumar told AIR that more than 3,000 people were rescued by administration in flood-affected areas and relief operations are continue in 13 camps set up for flood victims. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
The death toll and rain-related incidents in Himachal Pradesh in the last 2 days has gone up to 19, an official said. Deaths have been reported from Solan, Midday, Kangra and other districts. A state official said interim relief was distributed by the district administrations to the affected families. Incessant rains lashed various parts of the state since Sunday evening. Rains continued to wreak havoc in many parts of Kerala. Officials said Northern Hill district of Wayanad experienced widespread landslides and flooding overnight. Thousands of people have taken shelter at relief camps. Many parts of Kannur, Kasargod, Kozhikode, Malappuram and Palakkad districts also received rains last night. Monsoon is expected to become more active across the country this week. Additional Director General of Met Department, Mrityunjay Mohapatra, said in New Delhi that there is a low pressure over the Bay of Bengal which will make the monsoon more active and is likely to bring good showers over central India, reducing the overall rain deficiency. He said rainfall activity over Kerala, Karnataka and the Ghats of Tamil Nadu is likely to increase in intensity again during the next 48 hours, in addition to a fresh surge of monsoon westerlies. Mr. Mohapatra said a monsoon trough over the western Himalayas is bringing rain over Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, parts of Uttar Pradesh and other states. Wholesale inflation eased to 5.09% in July on account of cheaper food articles, especially fruits and vegetables, government data showed today. The wholesale price index-based inflation was recorded at 5.77% in June. Commerce and Industry Ministry data showed the wholesale inflation in food articles was minus 2.16% in July as against 1.8% in June. The government is making concerted efforts to double the income of farmers by 2022. It has asked scientists and others concerned to tackle the challenges being faced by the agriculture sector. Here is a ground report from our Agartala correspondent.
According to the direction and vision to double the farmers' income by 2022, work is in progress in Unupuri district of Tripura. Already 12,502 soil health cards have been issued. Quality seeds and fertilizers are being supplied to them. After testing the soil health, the quality of fertilizer is being controlled. It is very important to mention here that in this year from Dastoi of Unupuri district, Q variety pineapple supplied to Dubai of Middle East. A beneficiary, Sri Janardhan Yadav from Mutichara of Kailashahar subdivision said that the decision to double the farmers' income is a unique one.
मैं कृषक परिवार का सदस्य हिसाब से इसको देखता हूँ। उच्च फलनशील बीज और फर्टिलाइजर कृषक को देना स्थिर हुआ है, ठीक हुआ है। फसल बीमा को योजना में आने का फैसला किए हैं। आधुनिक व्यवस्था चालू करके सारा देश के बाजार जुट करके पण्य बाजार जात करने में व्यवस्था कर चुके हैं।
Like Janardhan Yadav, other farmers are also very eager to increase their income by benefits of various schemes. Chandan Lekhapal from RNU Agartala.
The domestic stocks today bounced back, breaking the losing trend of previous two sessions in afternoon trade amid mixed global share markets. The Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange climbed 0.71% or 266 points to 37,911. Nifty 50 at the National Stock Exchange also surged 0.78% or 88 points to 11,444. Rupee in afternoon deals at the Forex market was up 4 paise at 69 rupees and 89 paise from yesterday's lifetime low close. The government has proposed a new transaction structure for the future of greenfield airports to address the challenges regarding airport infrastructure development. This is being proposed under the Next Gen Airports for Bharat NABH Nirman initiative, and its guiding principles are affordability, sustainability and predictability. Addressing a press conference in New Delhi, Civil Aviation Minister Suresh Prabhu said the aim of the initiative is to expand airport capacity more than 5 times to handle 1 billion trips a year. A detailed note on the proposed transaction structure has been put on the Civil Aviation Ministry, and the feedback can be received till 14th of September. Mr. Prabhu said the sector is the fastest growing sectors and the government is committed to make air travel affordable for all. He said all efforts are being made to provide world-class airports to people. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. President Ramnath Kovind to address the nation on the eve of Independence Day this evening. President's Police Medals for Distinguished Services announced. In Jammu and Kashmir, 2 Pakistani soldiers killed by security forces along the line of control in Tangadhar sector of Kupawada district. Madras High Court orders handing over of all cases filed on Tuticorin protests to CBI. Met Department warns of heavy rain in Odisha during the next 48 hours. Monsoon expected to become more active across the country this week. And wholesale inflation eases to 5.09% in July on account of cheaper food articles. And with that, we end the Midday News.